night in the neighborhood. Don't it feel alright? Come on and jump.
Hey, what's up, YouTube fam? Chunk checking in here. Sunday, July 18th. Just doing well and wanted an update about my steak day. Mini steak day, I guess you could say. Lofts are released 1.2 pounds this morning, so I'm pretty excited about that. Had a good day yesterday. I didn't get too hungry. For the first time, I took a nap yesterday afternoon. For the first time in I don't know, I never take naps. 10 years maybe. Literally, I can't remember the last time I took a nap. So I took a nap. I was just trying to avoid hunger. I wasn't terribly hungry or anything, but I was just trying to avoid even thinking about food. In fact, for the first time ever, also along with a nap, I went and watched a movie to avoid having to eat, which has never happened to me. Usually I'm going to the movie to eat, popcorn, snacks, Junior Mints. But my boys wanted to see The Last Airbender, and they're so excited to see this forever. And it was around 4 o'clock, and we thought, hey, let's go see that, and then I can come home and eat my steak and tomato and be good. So we went and caught the movie, and it was a blast. My boys had a good time. I wasn't tempted to cheat. I'd say about 5:30 or 6, my stomach was like, dude, you need to eat, man. And so I was there. I got to that point where I knew I needed to eat. And it's weird, and maybe some of you guys have felt this, but when you eat protein, your body's saying, praise Jesus or something. My body can literally it's like it wants to shout out and thank me for eating protein. And I've never had those feelings before, but it's this is the first time I think maybe I'm a little more in tune with my system. Maybe it's just because I'm not, you're not eating very much, and the body's just happy to get anything. But it really, I never, on the Apple day, I could definitely tell my body was pissed off at me. But when I eat protein and I eat right, it's the body is just thankful that you gave it what it needed. And I think that's the first time this has ever happened to me in my life, that I'm kind of in tune with my system, knowing, okay, this is what it's craving, this is what it needs. Not necessarily this is what I'm hungry for, if that makes sense. So that was good. I got home about 7 last night, fried up a nice, I think it was 6 ounces, but I cut all the fat off of it. So I ended up being about 5 ounces of top sirloin prestige steak. Bought at just a local grocery store here. And slapped that bad boy in the George Foreman with some Tony seasoning, and I went to town. I like tomatoes a lot, but I haven't used it as a veggie or fruit much because I didn't really think I liked them enough to just eat and say, oh, this is my veggie. But I just cut it up into big chunks and threw a little bit of salt on the tomato, and I was like, man, where has this been? So I think I'm going to add tomato as my veggie a little more often. It's a lot more satisfying than a little bit of lettuce or something like that. So, and just drank a ton of water. I need to get that in today, so I'll chalk me up for a chug-a-lug there. And it went great. So I also did, sometimes it takes a couple days to go, so to speak. I did some of that yesterday, and so it was just played tennis. So I think it was just a mixture of finally some smooth move kicking in, the steak day, and some tennis that kind of just brought everything together and helped me get past another loss. So I'm at 302.8, and I have 3 injections left. So I'm right on the verge of that 300. I'm just going to keep pushing along. Also, I want to talk about P3. Kathy Hawkins, thank you so much for putting that list out today. I've kind of been procrastinating learning about P3. I've talked a lot about it, and I'm excited for it, and I'm scared for it, but I haven't done my research like I did for P2. I haven't, in P2 you get your shots, you get your kit, you get your drops, whatever you have, you get it all organized and you write it down. You know exactly what you're going to eat every day, and you measure it all out, and it's great. But P3, I haven't really focused on what I'm going to do, and it's like next Saturday I'll be wondering what I'm going to eat. So, Kathy, I appreciate that. I'm also just any tips you guys have want to throw my way. I think I'm going to add maybe some eggs, and just like all the oils and stuff that I've missed the first day. Kind of slowly add in. I told you guys I'm traveling to Vegas on the day after I start P3. So I may add in a few almonds, not too much. I don't want to just get on the road and eat pound beef jerky and almonds, and pork rinds. I want to take it slow. I'm torn and I'm struggling with this because my birthday, I'm going to Vegas with a lot of work friends. So I was going to try to meet up with maybe Rich or something, but I'm going to be in a car full of like 4 dudes, and it's going to be a lot of work. So I don't know if I'll have any free time, but they want to take me out for my birthday to a Mexican restaurant that's my favorite. It's called Dos Caminos in Vegas. I mean, that place is the shiznit. It's seriously so amazing. And I'm torn because, a month and a half ago, when I didn't really understand a whole lot about P3, I was like, yeah, I'll be in a new phase of my diet, and I can totally go to Mexican and do all this stuff. And now I'm a little bit more reserved because I promised them we could go there and they want to take me and celebrate my birthday and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that to myself. But it's really good. So I might play it by ear. I don't know what I'll do there, but if I'm doing good near my LDW, I may cheat a little bit. We'll see. I don't want to sabotage myself, but I feel strong enough to get right back on it if I do. Also, Ball Fat Man, you guys all know him, BFM, he's amazing. He's starting an August 17th challenge, kind of like the Tony challenge, but for another round. I think he wants 25 pounds lost. He's doing a whole thing on it. I'll get more details as they come along. But that would put me at 4 weeks of P3. And here's a little bit of my dilemma. If in October I'm traveling for 2.5 weeks, if I start my next round on August 17th, I would hit P3 right before I start traveling, which would be fantastic. It'd be not having to carry the shots, not having to be on P2 when I'm traveling to Atlanta and back to southern Utah and all these places I need to go like in a row. I'm not coming home at all. I'm flying from one place to the next. I think I'm going to do that. I know I should give myself 6 weeks, but this is more planning around the long term. Because then I can give myself a nice 6, 7, 8, almost 8 week break before Thanksgiving and Christmas and dive into P2 maybe right after Thanksgiving. So I think it'll be better for me. If any of you have any tips on that, I know I should be going 6 weeks after round 1. But I didn't start the RX grade HCG until I'm only doing a 23-day round because I back-to-back on the drops. So I don't feel like I'm in immunity right now. I know I do need to take some type of a break, but I'm leaning towards the 4-week break, hopping on Bald Fat Man's challenge because more than anything, I realize I need you guys. I need your help. And I feel like if everyone's doing this challenge and having a great time and doing this, and then I hop in 2-3 weeks later, I'll feel more left out. I'll feel like I'm not committed as much, and I really need the backing of the team to get through this. So that's kind of how I'm leaning. If you guys have any input on that, hook me up. So there's my update. I think I have 1.4 to go for the mini challenge. I don't know if I'll make it tomorrow. I'm going to do a detox bath tonight, so we'll see what happens. I haven't taken a bath in like 10 years. Okay, I've taken showers, but not baths. So we'll see what happens. I'm trying everything I can to get that 300-pound mark. Love you guys. Take care.